the haunting tapestry of history, humans have been unleashing unspeakable horrors upon each other since time began. It's like a dark part of our very DNA, and as investigators dig up ancient graves or unearthed sites tainted by malevolence, a bone-chilling truth emerges. Many times, we can uncover the culprits using our modern detective tools, shining a light on the sinister deeds hidden in the shadows. But beware, for there are places where the echoes of ancient violence still whisper in the winds of the unknown. These are the cryptic graves and blood-stained grounds that defy our understanding, shrouded in an eerie mist of enigma. Even with our advanced tricks and tools, these malevolent mysteries from the depths of time refuse to reveal their sinister secrets. The past, it seems, guards its darkest chapters with a spine-tingling silence. Let's dive into the 10 most terrifying murders from the ancient times that are still unsolved. But before that, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so as we get you the most interesting and intriguing stories from the times of our ancestors. Get ready for a countdown from 10 to 1, exploring the malevolence, betrayal, and inexplicable mysteries that echo through the corridors of history. Welcome to the realm where the past's darkest secrets await their reckoning. Number 10. Kosaik's Mass Grave. In the quiet embrace of Kosaiks, Poland, a heart-wrenching tale unfolds, echoing through 5,000 years of silence. Discovered in 2011, the Kosaik's Mass Grave whispers of the sorrows endured by 15 Souls women, children, and young men, all bound by familial ties in the ancient globular amphora culture. Their shared lineage couldn't shield them from the cruelty of their fate, met with merciless blows to their heads. Even in death, a poignant unity prevailed, mothers cradling their children, and siblings finding solace side by side in carefully orchestrated graves. Yet, amid this tragic tableau, a haunting absence lingers: the fathers and older male relatives, conspicuously missing, leaving a void of protection. The massacre, unfolding between 2776 and 2880 BC, narrates a somber saga of territorial clashes during the expansion of the corded ware culture across Europe. The absence of defensive wounds speaks of capture and execution, painting a picture of unspoken horrors. Despite relentless archaeological pursuits, the identities of the executioners remain veiled, perpetuating a sorrowful mystery etched into the annals of time. Number 9. Cloney Cabin Man. You might have heard or seen people getting brutally killed in some kinds of rituals, but in the desolate expanse of Cloney Cabin, Ireland, this horror became a chilling reality. March 2003 unraveled a tale of sorrow as Cloney Cabin Man emerged from the cold depths of a peat bog, trapped in the clutches of an Iron Age tragedy dating between 392 BC and 201 BC. Standing at 5 feet and 2 inches, he bears silent witness to a brutal era, his distinctive spiked hairstyle held by an ancient hair gel from distant lands, France or Spain. Forensic revelations paint a macabre portrait: a broken nose, a cruel wound slashing from nose to eye, and a skull brutally split open, revealing fragments of a once vibrant mind. The tragedy deepens with a haunting theory: was Cloney Cabin Man ensnared in the triple killing of kings, a ritual reserved for the Celtic elite in ancient Ireland? In this harrowing reality, his silent screams echo the lament of a life extinguished in the grip of ritualistic tragedy, forever etched in the peat-stained annals of history. 8. Prince of Helmsdorf, a sad tale of betrayal. Some say it's the oldest known political assassination in history, the story of the Prince of Helmsdorf, reaching back around 3,850 years. Discovered in Germany's Thuringia region, the prince, aged 30 to 50, met a harsh end, a tale with a touch of deep sadness. First found in 1877, the site drew attention again in 2012, revealing a sadder truth. The prince, armed with tools from the Bronze Age Unedis culture, didn't just face a brutal death, but a heartbreaking betrayal. 3 new wounds, caused by a warrior he thought he could trust, tell a story of surprise and defense gone wrong. In the prince's resting place, alongside valuable tools, lies a chilling detail: a sacrificed child. This sad addition to his burial intensifies the mystery, shadowing the respect once given by his subjects. In death, the Prince of Helmsdorf is entangled in the cruel threads of betrayal and the tragic loss of innocence. The reasons behind his sad fate remain a mystery, a sorrowful chapter from a distant time. Number 7. Graubull Man. In the heart of Denmark, on April 26, 1952, a chilling discovery emerged from the peat bog, the Graubull Man. His initial appearance defied time, appearing no more than 65 years old, only to unveil a hidden truth through further examinations, a journey back 2,300 years to the Germanic Iron Age, between 310 and 55 BC. Unearthed by peat cutters in the Nibelgard Bog in central Jutland, the dig took its name from the nearby village of Graubull. Graubull Man, a mere 30 years old at the time of death, stood at 5 feet and 9 inches, a figure with striking red hair and smooth hands, hinting at a life untouched by heavy manual labor. The circumstances of his demise linger in the realm of uncertainty, shrouded in theories ranging from natural illness induced by poisonous fungi to the possibility of ritualistic sacrifice or punishment for criminal acts. Despite the haunting image of a slit throat and other injuries, later assessments suggested that these external wounds occurred post-mortem, potentially a result of the peat bog's relentless pressure. The Graubull Man stands as a silent enigma, his past echoing through the ages, leaving a myriad of unanswered questions buried in the depths of Denmark's ancient bogs. Number 6. Herxheim Mass Grave. In 2009, anywhere between 500 and 1,000 human remains were discovered at Herxheim, a Neolithic-era archaeological site in southwest Germany. The oval pits belonged to the linear pottery culture, and the remains showed signs of cannibalism, scalping, brain removal, and rib chipping. Some skeletons were also incomplete, suggesting secondary burials from other locations in the region. Further analysis confirmed that some of the bodies were brought there from faraway regions, along with pottery findings from diverse geographical areas. The deliberate destruction of high-quality pottery, artifacts, and the careful handling of the human remains suggest that the site was an elaborate necropolis associated with ritual practices. Settled sometime around 5300 B.C., Herxheim was likely an idyllic Stone Age settlement at some point, though the community abruptly vanished by 4950 BC. The victims weren't malnourished or sickly and came from various European regions. To date, we don't know if it was a ritualistic burial site, a religious cult of some sort, or simply a city used to house the dead. Number 5. Sandbyborg Massacre, a tragic tale. Journey to Sandbyborg on Sweden's Land Island, a haunting discovery in 2011, often likened to the Swedish Pompeii. This ancient village, wrapped in a ring fort, conceals a chilling secret, a massacre 1,500 years old. Excavations unveil a grim scene where 200 to 250 lives, children included, met a brutal end. Hints of a connection to the Roman Empire emerge: Roman gold coins, silver jewelry, and glass treasures. The absence of weapons suggests a disturbing possibility, a ritualistic offering. Bodies, abandoned where they fell, paint a tragic picture, with skeletons strewn across houses and streets. Despite meticulous digs, the mystery endures, casting a haunted aura. Locals warn against visiting, sensing an eerie presence. The missing female skeletons deepen the sorrow, leaving unanswered questions about the women. Archaeologists trace signs of power struggles, pointing to internal conflict over external threats. The cause remains elusive, but Sandbyborg whispers of terribly dark events, etching a somber tale into history's folds, a haunting testament to ancient tragedies hidden in the folds of time. Number 4. Pit of Bones. Excavation at Cima de los Huesos, or the Pit of Bones in Spain, began in the 1980s, gradually unearthing the remains of over 1,600 people. This lower Paleolithic site, part of the Cueva Mayor Cueva del Cielo cave system in the Sierra de Atapuerca, contains the largest and oldest collection of human remains ever found, with 28 hominid fossils definitively dated to 430,000 years ago. The site's unique features include a bone pit at the cave's bottom with both human and animal remains. though the identity of the perpetrators is not exactly known. The fossilized individuals have been dated close to the split between Neanderthal and Denisovan lineages, though it's also a complete mystery who they were. Some have compared them to both Neanderthals and Denisovans, though DNA studies suggest that they might have been related to other hominid species living in the region at the time. Number 3. Intrains-sur-Nohain mass grave. Unveiled in Burgundy, France, the Intrains-sur-Nohain archaeological site, born over 5 months in 2013, conceals a perplexing mystery. Once home to the Roman city of Interanum, thriving for 4 centuries around the first millennium, it harbors secrets from the 8 to the 10 centuries. Here, beneath the layers of time, archaeologists discovered a haunting mass grave, cradling over 20 souls, men, women, and children, not tied to the Roman settlement. The carbon-dated remains open a window into an anomaly, inviting speculation about their origin. Theories weave tales of tragedy. A suggestion links them to the Battle of Fontenoy-en-Puisaye on June 25, 841. Tens of thousands clashed for the Carolingian Empire, potentially leaving vulnerable villages like Intrains-sur-Nohain at the mercy of raids. Another thread connects to the specter of Viking invasions, a menace haunting French villages in the late 9th century. The whispers of the Intrains-sur-Nohain mass grave echo through time, leaving us to ponder the untold stories and tragic events that unfolded on this ancient ground, as shadows from centuries past linger over this enigmatic French site. Number 2. How did Cleopatra die? Cleopatra was the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom of ancient Egypt. She died on August 12, 30 BC, and the most widely known theory says that the cause of death was suicide. Following the defeat of her forces in the Battle of Actium in 31 BC, Cleopatra and her lover, Mark Antony, retreated to Alexandria. As Octavian's Roman army were at the gates, Antony killed himself with a sword to avoid capture and possible torture, and Cleopatra allowed a venomous snake to bite and kill her in a mausoleum. According to some historians, however, that story might not be true at all, as there's little historical evidence to corroborate this series of events. Till now, there's no academic consensus on exactly who or what killed Cleopatra, or even if she died on the same date, as the only reliable account of her death was written by Plutarch generations after she lived. One theory says that she didn't commit suicide at all, and was instead captured and killed by Octavian. Number 1. Galena Genocide. In the desolate echoes of northern New Mexico, the Galena culture once thrived between the 12th and 13th centuries, only to be swallowed by the shadows of a brutal legacy. Every skeletal whisper uncovered paints a grim portrait, a people ruthlessly cut down, a haunting genocide etched in bone across the unforgiving landscape. The desolation deepens with the discovery of 7 souls in a remote canyon in 2007, a macabre addition to the enduring mystery shrouding the Galena people. The excavation reveals a tableau of agony: 5 adults, 1 child, and 1 infant, their bones bearing the cruel imprints of fractures, cut marks, and crushed skulls. A systematic, brutal end, perhaps around 1275, yet the culprits remain faceless, lost in the annals of time. Archaeologists navigate the harsh terrain of theories, a symphony of suffering orchestrated by severe drought conditions, resource-related conflicts, or the relentless clash with newcomers to the region. The Galena Genocide emerges as a brutal saga, a sorrowful epic etched in the very marrow of northern New Mexico, inviting somber reflection on the untold anguish and tragic demise of a people whose cries still resonate through the winds of time. In the cryptic tapestry of time, these ancient murder mysteries remain unsolved, their whispers echoing through the ages. If you've been captivated, subscribe, like, and hit the bell for more journeys into history's enigmatic depths. As we bid farewell to these stories, remember, the quest for understanding is eternal. Until next time, may the mysteries of the past continue to intrigue your curious minds.